Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture. To see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen, housekeeping, please hit that like button. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television series that I have reviewed and my pop culture chats. Listen, look like ding dong, the universe is dead. What am I talking about? Looks like Sony has decided to discontinue its Spider-Man universe of villains. Looks like the SSU is coming to an abrupt end. Now, Craven the Hunter is supposed to be in theaters, I believe, this weekend. And so I don't think that they're predicting that it's going to go too well. From what I've seen, the people who had early passes, they give the action in the video a B plus, but everything else was a snooze fest. That's from the few people that I see and know that have gone to gone to the movies. So we will see. We will see. I have an article to read for you, but first let me look to see. Yeah, Craven opens tomorrow, December 13th. So we'll see if that's going to come out and how that's going to do in comparison to its counterparts of Venom and Morbius and Madam Web and uh who else has been out there? It's a lot of these Sony Universe characters that are out here that have had their own movie and hasn't done well, because how are you doing well when you don't even have the superhero in the movie? I think that depending on which one of these streaming services that Sony owns, it probably would have been more appropriate to have this part of the universe uh, on a streaming service, an hour and a half long, hour and a half long movie, or maybe two or three short 30-45 minute episodes, and then do a movie with the villain and the superhero. It would have worked out, may have worked out a little bit better. I'm not sure if they what if and which streaming service that they do own, and they have that type of uh I was going to say power, but that's not the proper wording I want to use. But we'll just continue. We'll just continue. Y'all, let me share my screen. We're going to read this article provided to us by Forbes magazine, and we'll go over that. And you all gonna leave your comments to let me know what you all think about this, if this is a good idea or no. It says here, Spider-Man spin-off films after Sony reportedly canceled Spider-Man spin-off films after multiple flops. This is written by Mark Hughes. Sony has decided to cancel plans for more Spider-Man spin-off movies in the studio's Sony Spider-Man universe, or the SSU. After at the SSU. According to the Wrap, after multiple flops and the impending disappointment of yet another SSU chapter next weekend, which is this weekend coming up, which is tomorrow, because Craven the Hunter comes out tomorrow. Sony's Craven the Hunter bows next weekend amid otherwise strong performances for theatrical business in the past few weeks due to the record-breaking run of Disney's Moana 2 alongside the blockbuster grosses for Universal's Wicked. So the studio struggling attempts to build a Spider-Man spin-off universe of films based on villains and supporting characters, but without Spider-Man himself, sees their last effort in Craven. The approach worked mostly okay for the Venom trilogy, but even those saw substantially diminishing returns from a high point of 856 million for the first film in 2018 to just 472.8 million for this year's Venom: The Last Dragon. So they're not seeing an increase in profits for these particular villain movies. You had no Spider-Man. Then Morbius and Madam Web performed horribly, grossing a mere 167 million and 100 million respectively. And when Venom: The Last Dance suffered a 45% drop from the film's first film's box office, the evidence was too clear to deny. Sony's Spider-Man universe has failed and now risks cause actual harm to the rest of the Spider-Man Sony films and superhero movies in general, as he's argued before. So, to boost Craven's box office potential, Sony released the first 9 minutes of the film for free online. Unfortunately, it confirmed that it looks like a generic, also ran Marvel spinoff more suited for TV, like I said, without anything new to offer. It's just super strong, muscular guy, kills a bunch of people, and nobody can stop him with obviously CGI gymnastics and over-the-top power fantasies. It always amazes me how, I mean, it really does. It amazes me how the studios don't understand that. If you're going to have a villain, you need a superhero to balance that villain off. Even in the Star Wars universe, when everybody was in love with Darth Vader and wanted to know how Darth Vader came out, you already knew that there was a hero in the midst. You had Luke. So and Luke, with Luke not being present because of the fact that they went through Darth Vader's life to show how he got there. But still in all, you were introduced to Darth Vader through the hero, which was Luke. And I'm not understanding why they didn't think that would be important. But I digress. Y'all, the Sony Spider-Man universe is dead. R.I.P. 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 So, I mean, I just don't know what they thought. I don't know how they thought, what they thought, or where they thought that this was going to get any better. So, are y'all going to go see Craven? Are you all going to watch the first 9 minutes online? I'm not watching either one of them. I'm not. Craven didn't interest me. I would have loved to seen him. Even if you didn't use Spider-Man, why not use another superhero? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You have the ability to bring all these different Marvel characters up to the forefront, even through these types of films. I don't know why Marvel, Disney, and Sony didn't get together to figure out how to take these particular villains, mix match them with a superhero, because you don't really have to introduce in these cinematic universes. You don't have to introduce these superheroes. I'm quite sure that these villains have different superheroes that they have come across. You could have done something like that. But anyway, that's just me, the little lonely viewer. Tell me what you all think about this. Do you think that the Sony Spider-Man universe needs to be cut off? Is it rest in peace a good fitting for this universe? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Again, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Y'all, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell your coworker, tell that heifer that you cannot stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye-bye. A mess thinking that this was going to work.